Have you guys ever heard the saying, we should never make an assumption because when we assume, we make an ass out of you and me? I just witnessed somebody making a big ass of themselves. Yeah. First of all, y'all, I appreciate so much that you guys want to defend me and, you want to have my back. But if you come across something and somebody's talking about me, don't send it to me, please. Because a person's opinion of me is not my business. It's just not. And I'm over here living my best life, even if I am sick as fuck. However, with that being said, I made a video the other night saying that a person should never speak on another person's recovery journey or their sobriety. We should never question or judge another person's recovery journey or sobriety. And then I was dragged for making that video. Dragged. However, then I was sent something today that the same exact person said in their video. They're yet again talking about me, and it is what it is. They're irrelevant, y'all. But they mentioned that I made that video, and they said, and the person who made the video has never even had a sober journey. You put that out there as fact. How you know that to be true? Because I'm pretty fucking sure you are so incorrect. And I've talked about it on this app. I've had conversations in boxes and on live streams. Have I gone into big, drawn-out details? Do I talk about it every day? No, because I don't trust motherfuckers on this app, and you are a prime example of why. But let's talk about it. For years, I dealt with tooth pain, and I went from having perfect teeth to the worst teeth, and I would literally spend nights not sleeping, on my hands and knees, crying and screaming out to God, begging him to take the pain away, because of how bad it was and how expensive it was going to be to fix those, and the amount of pain that I was in. My PCP at the time prescribed me a prescription of hydrocodone. Did not take long for me to become addicted. Eventually, the hydrocodone wasn't enough, and I convinced her to bump me to Percocet. I'm trying not to say the exact words. And I got really hooked on those. But then the amount that she was able to give me as a PCP a month, that became not enough. So I wound up going to a pain clinic and using a back issue of mine, over-exaggerating it, to get a script of $120 a month. I would go through those, and then I would buy them on the street, and they were expensive. I would sell my shit. I would, take my last little bit of money. I would go without basic needs. Towards the end of my addiction, I had kids. My daughter was around 4 or 5, maybe 6. My son was around 1, maybe a few months under. And when I would go and I would spend money on my DOC, money that I knew I needed to be putting towards my kids, I would feel so fucking bad. Like, I knew that I was doing wrong. I knew that it wasn't okay, but when that addiction has a hold on you so tight, you do it anyway. When I couldn't find anything, because it got really hard there for a while, because doctors started cracking down, I tried meth for the first time. But thankfully, I did not get addicted to it. I tried it the one time, and that was it. But I remember whenever I would have to go without for even just a day, I would lay on the couch with the worst restless legs, the worst pain in my legs, my arms. My daddy lived 2 hours away at that point, but I would still be texting him, calling him, crying because I was so miserable. It was not easy. I can't even tell you how many times I made that 2-hour drive just because I knew it was easier to get something where he was than it was where I was. I would have moved mountains. I would have moved mountains just to feel that way again, even if it didn't last very long. The amount of ills I would take at once towards the end, I'm surprised I'm still here. You really put your foot in your mouth today. you really put your fucking foot in your mouth. You have no idea the guilt that I felt as a mother back then, taking money that I should have been spending on my kids and buying rugs with it. You have no idea how much I hated myself inside because I knew I was a fuck up. It's insane to me that that there are people like you. Like, you act like you are just this holier than thou person. You don't do anything wrong, but you sit in boxes all night long talking shit about people who you're irrelevant to. And then you make statements like this, and you're mad when people call you out on it. Again, you should never speak on another person's recovery. You should never speak on another person's sober journey. You did it the other night, and you just did it again today. But you claim to be a good person. People like you that feel like they have to come online every single day and try and convince people that they're a good person. Yeah, usually it's those types of people that are the shittiest of people behind that mask. I'm just saying. Don't ever put something out there as facts if you really don't know what the fuck that you're talking about, because you just proved everything that I've said about you today in your video. And you can try to delete it, but it's not going to do you any good. Because I always save my receipts. Just saying, Villain taught me well with the whole Dropbox thing, and I've really been going with it. Now, I'm going to continue to live my best life like I've been doing. And I suggest you do the same. You're celebrating 2 years tomorrow, which is fucking amazing. And you should be so proud. I'm proud of you. I don't even like you, and I am so fucking proud of you because that is such a huge accomplishment. The last thing you should be doing is yet again judging and questioning another person's sobriety the day before you celebrate 2 years. You want to talk about you're worried about other people's journey because of the toxicity on this app? People like you are the toxicity on this app. Now, you have the day you deserve, and everybody else that actually is a caring, kind human being and not a sociopath. I hope you guys have a beautiful day with all the blessings because you deserve it. You're worthy. You matter. And I freaking love your faces. Bye, guys.